So, so y'all been patient with me. I probably ain't gonna put no music on there just yet for y'all, but I'm glad y'all stayed with me. I'll probably just title this a minute and something, right? Minute and some change. We back to give you some more change, right? Y'all see me smoke this gas. I wanted to show y'all that I was doing it because I didn't want to do it while I was giving y'all the message. I'm being courteous. But you wasted a minute up. I understand that. I told y'all to bear with me. It was a brief intermission. And I mean brief. It was kind of like those Godfather sequences, but I ain't really, you know, put too much on it. And then you see the light shining right there, and it's not a, let's just say, it's not a facade, it's not a fluke. Your life really can make you feel like you greater if you choose to be somebody that has a purpose and want to make a difference. You don't always have to touch everybody and be out here in everybody's face, but you can get some money and divide it amongst your people. I know you heard that before, and if you haven't, you probably been sleeping on a rock, and that's probably why you always mad. Right? We're gonna keep it cool, keep it cordial. I can't really dap you up, but the water is right here for you, so we gonna tell you to simmer down. It's 3 minutes. I think I need to simmer down because we see how I act. Right, I gotta minister to myself. We see how you act when everything isn't going together. Can you be a better person when everything is going together, or you still stuck in survival mode? And then I'll be like, right, right. I'll be like, okay. And then they be like, oh, okay. We was just asking you your favorite nephew cousin. We didn't know. That's how bad it get, right? So I'm like, hey, I don't need this, pal. Right? I get deflective, right? Cause it's like I've seen something. I've been broke. I've been rich. I've been poor. I've been alone. I've been with people. I've been outside. I've been inside. I've been a survivor of this thing called life, and it's very serious at times. And then a lot of times it's lackadaisical, and a lot of times it's like, damn, I done smoked so much gas, and I still got life to live, and I still got work to do. And then the lights start gleaming on me, and I be like, oh. Then I get a little bit taller, right? I get a little bit taller, right? And then I'll be wanting to dab God up, so I just come this way with it, and I be like, right, appreciate you for letting it shine on me, right? I know, you know. And then they be like, oh, they be like, hey, see, I'm blessed, right? With the with the knowledge of people that don't understand, and it's like your message could bring volumes, and then we be like, volumes, yeah, yeah, and it's like, who do you want to become when you grow up? Grow up. I'm 67, your favorite nephew cousin. Hey, it's never too late. And then you get conflicted, and you be like, hey, what do you mean by that? And I be like, I'll just ask the question, and then I'm gonna look at you, and then the camera gonna zoom in, and they can be like, and then it's like, we seen that before. What we seen that? And it's like, you don't know what's going on here. And then they be like, oh, is he gonna say that? We know y'all back with another one. What? What is he talking about? And then it just be like, oh, thankful. What they used to say, I'm grateful, right? I really am. Because sometimes you have to grow up. Even if you're 67 years old, even if you feel like you have the world at your disposal, you still got to grow up. Because a lot of times everything about you, and then about you cannot be about you. And then I flip the next page, and you be like, what does he mean? Yeah, everything about you is not going to be about you, especially if it's not about you. And then the question marks raise up on their head, and they're like, did he just? And it's just like, no, I didn't. Keep it cool. I'm trying to get people to think, because a lot of times we don't think, or we rush to think, and it has a problem to do with who we want to be inside. And then they be like, it sound like some emotional shit, and I'd be like, well, we are human, however. And then they be like, no, I'm this, and this. And I'm like, but what does it start with? They be like, like a being. Okay, cool. We're gonna keep going. And I'd be like, that's what you consider a shell, right? That's what some people think. And then it just be like, okay, but who you are changes every time. And then they get conflicted, because it's like, what do you mean? I'm like, every time you feel emotion, you change, right? You feel something, or you just don't react at all. And then they have to answer a certain way, so it's like, oh, all right, yep.